What's going on, everybody, for this pop-up show this Saturday evening? It's good to see, excuse me, I see everybody coming in. Thank you for joining us. This will be just more of a hangout show. There's a lot of topics that we didn't get to cover yesterday, so I thought we can do a show this evening and just cover those because we had an incredible unboxing last night from Marcos for the Prime One Say Cheese Joker, and I just thought it was amazing. Let's just address the chat in the panel real quick. Our newest panel member has arrived, the best dressed collector in the community, JWR. How you doing, JWR?
I'm good. Happy to be here. Thank you for allowing me to join. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to many debates with Marcus.
Yes, awesome. Yeah,
I love how you said best dressed and he's in a bro tank right now.
Hey, Macho Man Randy Savage.
I'm complimenting the outfit right now. I think that is the best dress. So like you're spot on right there, Jimmy.
Hey, he's relaxed right now, but you need to see this man when he goes to cons and he goes out there. It's like, dude, JQ all the way. So
Yep.
was ready to go,
there you go, baby.
He was ready to go.
Got,
so
Marcos, got that McConaughey look right there, huh?
Yeah. Marcos, how you doing, man? How you enjoying that new piece? It's incredible.
Man, I like that. I looked at it all day. Honestly, it's new piece. You always do it. I showed some of my family because we had some family members over. It was like kind of like my birthday get together, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we did that. Like my little cousin's like, "Oh, dude, it's so cool, man! What the heck, man?" He actually because he's big into anime, and I showed him my anime pieces. He's like, "Dude, I'm gonna save up, get a summer job and save up money and get my first one." I'm like, "All right, man, I'll help you out. Like for his birthday, I would probably get him one."
Oh man, you're a good uncle, man. You're good. You're
good. So he's like my little cousin. So like I don't know what I just cousin, but yeah. So that's cool. I'm getting into early degeneracy. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. Like I said, I can't stop looking at it. So yeah, I can't believe I finally have it. So
yeah. So hey, man, it's good to see you. And thanks for like I said, everybody jumping on last minute. I woke up from that nap and I was like, man, we should do a recap for this week, some of the stuff that we missed. So it's good to see everybody coming in. Mr. Kiefer, we're about 60 days away from the Alan Kiefer Award. How are you doing, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Man, I need a little more time before you pull these pop-up streams. I'm falling asleep watching TV and all of a sudden, oh, I want to go live. Oh, I'm like, oh, great.
Oh, hell. Sorry about that. Thank you for getting on, though. I appreciate that.
That's cool. All is fun.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to discuss what we missed yesterday, right? And then just kind of go over and address the chat. And just there was some announcements this week that I was not prepared for. I didn't really know they were coming on. So I definitely want to go over them real quick. So let me just address the chat real quick. Everybody's coming in. You cannot have a show unless Lane Kramer is here. Good to see you, Lane. I see you, man. Huge supporter of the channel. I see you, Theodore. Good to see you, man.
Theodore.
Jose, good to see you, bro. Hey, man. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Everybody just coming in. Thank you very much. Yes. Hey, you know what? Like I said, I woke up and I was like, we should do a pop-up street, just some of the things we missed. Bats in the Belfry, man. Good to see you, man. This is a cool name he's got too. Hey, man, I know. I know. There's like pop-up shows every single, all over the place. So I wanted to make sure that we got on and address some of the things that we missed yesterday. So
I'm glad you guys can join for us too. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Kimmy, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Another Brotherhood member from Chris's channel. So thanks for coming on, Kimmy. Great to see you. And you know what? We're going to discuss what we love this evening, and it's going to be great. We got a few things lined up here, and I'm going to start with you, Alan. Who is your favorite Batman?
Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that.
After that backstage debate last night, which Robin, and at some point I'm like, excuse my French, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. We had a debate yesterday, and I just laughed so hard at that. But GWR, hey, can we mess with Alan just a little bit? I said, sure.
So
we had to do that.
So what's even funnier is that me and JWR are just going at it about who's the best Robin. there's a whole panel still there, just listening to, and Freddie joined in a little bit too, but mainly just us two going at it for about maybe 10, 15 minutes. And Alan said that, I realized, wow, we're so dumb that, like, you know, we're
10, 15 minutes. Alan, how long was that debate actually?
Oh, it's like 45 minutes.
Okay, maybe. But
It's hilarious.
I won it. I would say I won that debate. No doubt about it. But
You lost it. I will start this debate right now. I will.
No, I won't. But I
was like, no, you won't.
I brought up the screenshots. So,
so
me.
Levi was asking, when's the next Prime One? Like one for pre-order? I'm not sure. You ought to post that in the Prime One group and see if they answered for you.
Also, I think that piece on the showcase had, because some of the pieces had like a date it would be up for pre-O. I think that one actually had it. I think it was July or August. I could be wrong. Don't take it as gospel. But also that Guts piece was supposed to come out this month too, but it didn't. So, but I think it did have it. So if you go to the next level showcase from Prime One, the last one on YouTube, I believe it did have it on there. So maybe get a good check. It might have it, might not. So we'll see.
Hey, Johnny, good to see you, man. Hey, you know what? Let's meet up next time in San Antonio. That'd be great. I'm sorry I missed you this time. Don't worry, I don't live too far, so it'd be great to meet up and kind of discuss what we love a little bit and grab lunch or whatever. It'd be great to see that. So my favorite is
okay, Joker, take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy. So many things happening right now. I definitely want to recap. But Marcos, what do you have for the panel this evening?
Yeah, I was thinking about it in the pre-show, just talking about what line from a IP that we have never seen done and what scale, like in a company that's all the way through. What line would you guys want to see from any IP, comic, anime, movies? You can pick, say this company you want to do it, what scale. I just want to see what you guys think because I have mine already, but love to hear you guys talk about it.
JWR.
I want a line to be finished from a company.
Hey,
that's what I want. So I want the 1/5 Batman the Animated Adventures sideshow to be completed. I want a Batgirl, a Nightwing, a Two-Face, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Bane, all of them. I want sideshow to complete this line, and I would be a very happy collector.
Okay. Yeah, those are some great ones.
What?
What?
Oh, I was just saying, Josh, if you get that whole line, and you kind of talked about it last night, get that 1/3 Batman, from, put it all around it, because that piece doesn't have the heroes, obviously, the Bat family. So you put those 1/5 right next to that.
It would look massive.
Yeah, that looks sweet, man.
Yeah, I guess I'll go next. So, to be fair, Prime One has already started. However, and Alan, see if you can. I mean, can you picture this? Infinity Studios doing a half-scale Matrix line with all mixed media, silicone skin, rooted hair, glass eyes, and they would have all the major characters. Yes, I'm in 100%. 100%. I'm in. I don't know where they would go, but I'd buy them and just start worrying about that later. But I would buy all of them, I think. Mr. Smith, right? And then, of course, Neo, Morpheus. Yeah, it would be just amazing to have all those characters. I would be all in for sure. I would be. Marcos?
So I'm going to do two because I'm a cheater. So for anime, you guys know I'm an anime guy. So there's a manga, and it's an anime too, but it's called Kingdom. It's actually based off real life events in China when China was split up in 5 different countries, or 6. And it's all the countries basically going to war over and over again. I want the whole line in 1/4. And all the main characters, they're always on a horse. So it'll always be a horse piece. And all the characters on a horse. It would just be, I have an idea. If I was in charge of a company, that would be the first thing I did. Like that line, 1/4 on horse, all the characters.
Yeah.
And then for like a American IP, oh, not really American, but like a actor that we know, I want a whole line of all Jackie Chan movies. 1/3. I want Police Story. I want Rush Hour. I want Drunken Master 2, Drunken Master 1. I want every Jackie Chan movie throw in Chris Tucker because he's the GOAT too. So I want I want PCS. I don't care who it is, but PCS do a whole line of 1/3 Jackie Chan every movie he's been in. That would be all in. I'll get every Jackie Chan. So that's like my favorite martial artist actor of all time. So
yeah, I just want to show you guys this real quick. Let's see here real quick. I can't show you what's being sent, but I do want to show an update here in just a minute. Okay.
Awesome. And thank you, Figure Con. I love it, man. It's a great piece. Some issues if you watched it last night, definitely some issues, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons of it 100%. So
I'm going to show something from Legendary Beast right now.
Oh no, Jay! Stop it, Jay! Stop it, Jay! Jay, where's Carl when you need him?
Yeah,
where's Carl when you need him?
So you know what? Let's set that just for a little later. There's an update he wants me to share, and I'll show you in just a minute.
Everybody, tell everybody, Legendary Beast sneak peek coming up on Godlike Statue. So,
yep, make sure
Jimmy, you're a bad enabler of Jay, man. You got to stop.
Hey, you know what?
You're bullying him. You're bullying him, man.
Make sure you support my man Jay.
Yes.
I can't tell you how hard this man works. I mean, my God, he's everywhere. And the man never sleeps, and he's just he's consistently going up, and he's messaging me right now with some stuff. So let's see.
So I messaged him, thinking he would message me in his time, like the next day, and I was like, I just sent him a question, and then he answered me, and it was like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. his time. I'm like, dude, go to bed, dude. Like, I was doing it for you to wake up to it, maybe, and he's like, still up. Hey, man, and super enthusiastic, big, long message. I'm like, dude, Jay, stop and sleep, man.
Yeah, no joke. Mr. McCoy, I see you, man. Hey, you know what? Look back here. Mark 50 is boxed up and ready for you, my friend. So congratulations. Everybody noticed that we're missing Mark 50 back there. This is a new owner, Josh McCoy. So my Mark III will be here this year sometime. So it's already I think it's starting to ship now. So I should get mine in pretty quick. So we'll do a live unboxing for that.
Awesome.
Half scale live unboxings are not the easiest thing, but we do them anyways. We'll do it anyway.
Congrats, Josh. Congrats on a good piece, man. That's a great piece.
Yeah. We're listening to somebody saying, "Geez, Marcus forgot to buy some flex." Yeah. Well, you look. Look at this
no
guy.
muscles. None.
Yeah. That's a cheese. That piece is huge. I mean, the base is massive on it.
So
but
next to it,
look at that, man. It's big. Yeah, it's huge.
It's ginormous.
It's really big. It is really big. Okay, Mr. Kiefer, who do you want to see?
Up until a few weeks ago, I really wanted, because I'm a huge Frank Frazetta fan.
Okay.
Love the artwork. And no one, ARH Studios years ago started dipping into that line.
Okay.
But they never really finished it. Todd from Spec Fiction and his company Reventure Studios has now announced that they're going to be starting to do the Frazetta line. And the first one out is the Egyptian Queen. And I can't wait for that line. I'm just so super pumped to finally be able to get 3D representations of some of the artwork that I got on my walls.
Yeah. You know what, Alan? Not everybody knows, we have a lot of new members, right? But not everybody knows, some of the things that you're doing behind the scenes in your collection. I think I'm more excited than you are, to be honest. I just am, man, because you have some great ideas. But when you get this stuff completed, it's gonna be amazing. It's just gonna be amazing. And members will get exclusive access to the first room tour that you'll do. Please. I know we talked about that already. But we'll do that, and that'll be a members exclusive. We'll have that. Along with there'll be a few other videos coming up pretty soon, actually, for members exclusives, and I look forward to it, man. Those are some great picks, Alan. I really want to see that, but I don't think anything's gonna be able to beat that avatar display you got coming.
That thing's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be just amazing.
So, Josh, have you seen the Infinity bust, the Thierry bust that Infinity Studio is doing, the 1-to-1?
I have not.
Okay, so Alan is getting it, and it's probably the greatest, at least prototype wise, the greatest bus I've seen. So,
okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
No,
Alan.
so he's getting Alan. You can talk more about it, your whole display, but you can like all the Avatar pieces as of right now. Almost.
Hang on one second. I just want to mention one thing before but I do want you to talk about that. But Kimmy, thank you so very much for subscribing to us and becoming a member. I promise exclusive content is coming, and I will try not to disappoint. But every dollar that comes into our channel, it goes back into what we do here. And it's great. Thanks for doing that for us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Go ahead, take it away, Alan. Sorry.
So that Natiri bust from Avatar: Way of Water.
Bring that up.
Yeah, I saw that thing. I was just absolutely blown away with the huge yellow glass eyes. It's 46 inches tall, all silicone.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing piece. I'm not even that big a fan of the films, but when I saw that piece, it was just like, that's just a beautiful piece of art, and I have to have it. And then I thought, to complement it, I would get the Prime One, the two dioramas that they have. I think they're in 10th scale dioramas that they have from that movie. So I'm getting both of those to display with that, and possibly the 3rd scale from Queen Studio. No, it's not Queen. It's Infinity. The Natiri full scale figure. And there she is. It's the one on the right.
Yeah. This piece is huge. Look at the size comparison to the human next to them. Yeah, it's gonna be massive. But can you imagine like how this will be set up with the proximity pieces next to it, and then this next to that, right in the center? I don't know. I'm not sure how I was going to display that, but I just cannot wait to see all this put together.
Yep.
And there's some light up features as well.
Dude, they're so good.
Yeah, they have some little. They're like little. I don't know what it is.
Freckles, like freckles of light up freckles, basically around their whole body. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, and then like the leaves, I think. Oh no, the leaves don't light up, which was a disappointment for me. But the rocks do at the bottom. I know that.
The mushrooms on the bottom have a light up.
Yeah, it's so good though, man. Like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hope it's because Infinity has disappointed me in some of their busts. I hope this one is like the best one they ever fucking do because it's so good. The prototype, at least, it's so good, and I hope it's just at least close to it. But yeah, Alan, I'm praying to God this is your best piece in your collection.
Yeah, I mean, those light up freckles are super cool, but the light up base.
Look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredible statue. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait to see it in your collection. I'm jealous. I'll just live through you, man. That's what I'll do. I'll just do that. Like I said, I think I'm more excited than he is because we talked about it so many times. Every time we talk about his collection, that's the first thing that comes up in my mind. It's like, oh man, it's going to be great. So I can't wait to see those come in. It's going to be awesome, man. And Theodore was saying, hey, Marcos.
Yeah. Thank you.
My favorite in my collection. Yeah, congratulations, Marcos. Again,
that's great piece, man. Great piece.
Man, that piece is just mind blowing. I really love it. I really love the comic feel of it, right? Mm-hmm. And kind of how they did that and incorporated the smoke into the base. I've looked at Chris's, a lot, and I got close to pulling the trigger. I just didn't know where it would go in my collection, but it's perfectly in yours.
The thing is, I think I said last night, it's a very anime base. With my anime pieces, it has a very anime base feel with the whole like the base effect. Basically, I love that's the big reason I love this piece is the whole base effect. It's not like I love Tech 1000, I do, but it's so much more than that. But this piece, I still think is better because there's no real flaws on this piece at all. It's almost a perfect statue, head to toe. So, but this one is way more ambitious. But I just like it a lot. I really do. So I can't stop looking at it. So
yeah, it's fantastic, man. You made a great purchase, and happy birthday again, my brother. I know you're celebrating this week.
I'm getting old, man. Almost to 30. 2 more years.
So Lane was asking a question here. So Jimmy and crew, if you get a chance, get only one LBS Joker versus LBS Batman. Which one would you guys get? We're gonna make a painful decision. Oh man, that is a painful decision. So, let me just say this: you won't lose either way, Lane. You can't lose. Like you can't lose, no matter what way you go. You cannot lose. I personally like something different. And I love that variant they're doing with the Joker in black. You know why? Because it matches Alex Ross. I thought that was super cool. I need to see it, right? Because once it's painted, you can kind of tell, okay, this is the way I'm going to go. It could be too much black. I'm not sure. I need to see more before I make a choice. But to be honest, you just can't go wrong. You're going to get a great piece regardless. So it's going to be great. JWR, what do you think?
I agree with you. You're not going to lose either way.
Yeah.
For me personally, I would pick the animated series over the Joker. Now, if you were asking me if I wanted the animated series or the Joker and Harley, that would be I need to sit down, have a drink, and contemplate. But that's going to be an amazing piece. Like Harley sitting there with Joker, all the swap outs. It's going to look amazing. But at the end of the day, from childhood, I'm an animated series. That is what I watched every day. Kimmy and I were talking the other day, and I said, you need to watch all the original 90s animated series, Justice League Unlimited,
Batman Beyond,
Batman the animated series, Batman Beyond, all of those.
So
I'm all excited about the animated series from LBS. I even messaged Jay and said, congratulations. You just made a centerpiece for me.
Yeah. I'm going to share some he shared with me just in a second here. But we may have seen some of it. I don't know yet, but I haven't. So it's great to see him coming through and looking at that. And there's a little like this much of an update. So I'll show you here shortly straight from the CEO from LBS. That's great. Marcos, what do you think? I mean, you just got probably one of the best Jokers ever made. Now, Jay's working on a masterpiece.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on Lane's question?
So, I'm not a big Alex Ross fan of Joker, so the black suit is not for me. I know he's doing the purple suit as well, so I'm not I know that. I do like it. It's a little bit too realistic for me, like with the AK-47s. I love the bang gun. I love Joker being playful. I don't like him being too serious, if that makes sense. I love laughing gas, bombs. I don't like grenades with Joker. I want like goofy, like the fish gun. Remember, like on the sideshow piece, I love like Joker like that.
Yeah.
But it still looks really good. I love the base, the storytelling base they have on that Joker piece with the Arkham Asylum. Has all the rogues basically on it, and the backside I think it's Batman. No, I love that piece. I'm not gonna get it. Obviously, I have this one. This is the one I wanted for the longest time. The Harley piece, awesome. Like that's a huge addition, though. Like if you wanted two piece, if you want a Harley and Joker, that's like the best piece you can get. It's just 2-in-1 right there.
Sure.
Same with Josh though. I was legitimately a kid like watching the Batman anime series. Like my mom would rewind the VHSs, put in the same episodes of Batman the anime series, and for me, I'll watch that all day. Like that's what I did. That and Batman Beyond. Watched the Justice League as well. I've watched, and I told JDR, I've told Jimmy he needs to watch the Batman anime series. He still has not.
Yeah, you have not watched
exactly. It's crazy.
Okay, hey, listen. Before I go to bed tonight, I'll watch one episode. Is it on Hulu or Netflix?
Yes, Man-Bat is the first episode. Or it should be the first episode, I believe. So, Man-Bat's the first episode. Yep. But yes, so Batman anime series Kevin Conroy is my Batman. He is my Bruce Wayne as well. So, people say Keaton this and that. No, for me, it is Kevin Conroy. And I love this series. I love what they did with Dick Grayson in that series. I love what they did with Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. I love what they did with Catwoman. It's literally it's like comics coming to life on 2D. It's the perfect thing of all time. So 100% for me, it's going to be Batman. And I'm getting it too, for sure. It's the Batman anime series because it is, for me, it's the quintessential comic American animated series of all time. So, yep, long-winded right there, but I had show my love for the Batman anime series. It got me into Batman. It started my nerdom. Like that was the first nerd thing I ever did. So I was like 5, 6 years old too. So like it's like I remember almost every episode when I was that age. So yeah.
Well, Mr. Kiefer, hey man, thanks. I'm sorry. Which one did you want? Which one did you like? Which one are you going with, Marcos?
Oh, Batman anime series. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Hey, Alan, what do you prefer? Lane's question.
To be honest, animated series. I haven't seen anyone do it justice.
Yep.
I don't think anybody will
Okay.
after this, and I think they're going to do a perfect representation of that series. And I mean, yeah, I have the same feelings toward it. I mean, I used to watch that all the time. So yeah, my choice. I mean, because they're always going to be making another Joker and another Harley and another Joker and another Harley. But who's going to make that animated series?
That's a great point.
So I would go for that. And you know what? You can go back anytime and pick up another Joker or another Harley.
Yep.
Yeah. No, man, that's awesome. Yeah, look.
So I would lean towards the animated series.
Yeah, I think it would look great in anybody's collection. I know Chris is getting it too. A lot of collectors I know are going to get it. So that's definitely a great pick. That's
And then
thank you so much. Go ahead.
After I peeled that, I would jump on Jazz Inc. and grab their 6-scale animated series Batmobile.
Yep.
Oh yes, I know you. You know what, Alan? I saw you share that in our chat recently,
It's
and I
4
was like, I wonder if he
the
wants
thing is
that.
4 It's 4 feet long.
Oh my
God. At 6 scale, it's 4 feet long. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it is going to be amazing. That's awesome. Are you getting that?
I'm looking at it.
Okay. So that may be one in the car, but we're just not sure yet. Just not sure.
Yeah, that maybe.
That's in the Belfry. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We really appreciate everybody showing the love this evening. Thank you so very much. We really appreciate that. And then you cannot have a show unless Mr. Martinez shows up. Good to see you, man.
My brother, what's up, man?
Chat. The master of lighting has arrived. Mitchell, I see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, hey, you know what? Let me show something real quick. Let me see here. And let me make sure that I can show what I'm showing here before I show it. How about that? Let me see here.
Jay, you got to stop. You keep spoiling us, man.
This guy is like.
I will never forget. He told us, "Hey, I got one tease for y'all" when he came on the show, and he showed like 6 or 8. I'm like, "That's." After the 6, I'm like, "Jay, stop!" Even Carl was like, "Jay, we need to stop right now." And Jay's like, "No, let's do it." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
But
okay, so this, if it's been showed, I haven't seen it yet. But this is the new head for the Batman for LBS. And I just got word from Jay right now that his plan is to have a light up feature in the base, and he is working with the factory as we speak
to make sure. You madman!
Listen, the vision this man has, the work he's putting into. I mean, support him 1,000%. He's trying to bring you the best product possible, and this is just another reason why to wait for LBS. This is what you should be purchasing in your collection. I have not seen this. Alan's right. I haven't seen this done before, and it's done right.
Yep.
So it's going to be a great piece for your collection. Awesome.
Hey,
awesome.
Jay, it better have the purple inside of the cape too. That's a big part of the cape. In that it's the purple. That's how much of a nerd I am in that series. It's a purple cape inside. So.
Okay. Well, make sure you message Jay that. See what he says.
I know he probably knows already. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, he may. Yeah. I really want to see some of these renders come together and painted. I'm sure this will be a different versions, right? To where there's a regular deluxe, probably without the buildings and things, whatever. But my God, this deluxe version with all the buildings and the villains, it's just a must, man. It's a must. It's just done so well to me. I cannot wait to see an update from Jay. Another one. You know what? We should have Jay back on the show to discuss this a little bit more. I think that'll be some.
Oh, that'd
great.
be awesome.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I'll talk with him a little bit this week and see when he's available, and we'll bring him back on, and we'll talk about this incredible statue that he's come up with. Maybe he give us a little bit more insight, how it works, maybe what his plans are moving forward. Maybe there's some updates for everyone that he can share with us, and that would be awesome. Look for Romel, the sculptor, to come on and very soon here. You may be saying, Jimmy, who is Romel? If you don't know who Romel is, you probably has one of his pieces in your collection. He has sculpted some of the very best statues to this day. Great example is the XM Sentinel diorama, Prime One's Predator. He has done a ton of pieces, and he is rated one of the best in the world in sculpting.
For sure.
He'll be joining us very soon, so that'll be great.
I have one of his pieces I didn't know until Jimmy showed me. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I knew you'd love that.
Yeah. I want to talk to him about it too, because it's one of my put it like this, that piece is a piece when everybody walks in, like, this piece is one of the best pieces, and like, yeah. So
yeah. Hey, you know what? It's going to be it's great. Have you seen the? Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for more updates for this piece. It's just going to be incredible on how they do that. Lane, I think, to be honest, man, it's so tough, right? Because there's two great statues, animated series, and then this Joker with Harley, Harley 2-pack. I don't know. Alan may be right. That animated series one's incredible. Like, they're both great. I don't know.
Also, Lane, it depends on which one you have more of affection to as well.
I
like,
agree.
if you're a bigger, like, for me, obviously Batman animated series, but if you're a bigger Joker and Harley fan, like, that's a great piece to get right there, So, like, it's really just, what you prioritize more, like, what you would want in your collection more than the other. But
yeah, you know what? This does it all right here. Right here. This does it all right here. Isn't it funny how the simplest statues from LBS can be the most magic, minus the Hulk? Jay is killing it.
He is.
Man, the guy's unstoppable. Like, he's unstoppable. So another thing what makes him even more beast, godlike, legendary, is that he communicates with all the collectors. He wants to make sure he brings you the best statue possible. And he is working his tail off to make sure that this comes to you. So, yeah, it's awesome. I look forward to seeing that. It's going to be amazing. Let me see here quick. Yeah, so a lot of people just coming in. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And let me see. Oh, you know what? You know what? When I get my everything built, I think most people know that I'm building a movie wall on this opposite side. It's like, it's going to be extremely expensive, but I've got a spot left for a piece, and I will mention what it is in 2025. I'll talk about it in 2025, but yes, it will be an LBS piece. So, and we'll talk about it more then. But hey, you know what? I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
That's 2025 is not that far away if you actually think about it.
Yeah. Wait,
that's so scary to think about.
It's scary, but yeah, we're halfway there.
It's so scary to think about. Yeah. So. Well, you know what? Right now, there's so many great things to be excited about from LBS, and make sure you're pre-ordering. Make sure you're going through and supporting him. If you're picking it up, pre-order it. That way, you're supporting Jay, and then of course the companies that are getting these things together, which is awesome. Yeah. So I did want to bring this up here because this was shown today on Godlike statues. Let me erase that real quick. I don't want to see that message. Let's see, get me in trouble here from Jay. Let me see. Let me bring this up here real quick. Oh, you know what? Hey, you know what? That's congratulations, because I can't wait to see your collection.
Love your name, Virgin Prime. That's hilarious.
Yeah, Virgin Prime. That's a sweet name, right? Cool. But you know what, Aiden, you're right. Romel is just an incredible sculptor. Like, I can't wait to have him on. I've talked to him so many times too, and I've seen a lot of his work, and his work is just hands down some of the best in the world.
If you guys don't know, Jimmy has all the connections too. So Jimmy is the man for connections. He's like, I think someone said he's Mr. Rogers the other day. So like he always connects.
So you know what, this is the way I do things. I make friends with everybody, not one person. I try to, anyways. So this was shown on Godlike Statue. Someone posted this recently. I think it was Terry.
Oh wow!
And if you're looking for a Godlike setup, here you go, right here. So Terry, make sure if you're watching the replay or watching now, make sure you come in and you set up some pictures for the Alan Kiefer Award. I think this is one that can come down to the wire. It looks amazing. It looks awesome. I really love this.
He's got an amazing collection. I think he has almost all of the metal line from Prime 1.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really amazing and well done.
Those LEDs you can get off Sideshow are so good. Like I've debated getting at least that Batman one for right behind there, but those LEDs make a huge difference. That Green Lantern one in the back. They have a Green Lantern one. They have a Wonder Woman one. They have a Superman and a Batman one. So they look at that. That looks so sweet right behind it.
It does.
If you want to enhance your collection, that's one thing you can do right there. LEDs, lighting in general, any type of good bright lighting is always going to make your collection stand out a little bit more. So.
It's funny. Evening. Hey, good to see you, Mr. Bill. Alan, I know you talked about it a couple of times. We have a lot of new members, but you have your LEDs in your setup are on a track system, and you have multiple LEDs on your statues. How important do you think LEDs are when it comes to setting up your display?
Oh, for me, lighting is everything.
Yeah.
I come from a art director, creative director, setting up photo shoots type of background. So for me, lighting is key. So I spent a lot of money that I shouldn't have setting up a display and a system that allows me to place track heads wherever I want.
Yeah.
To get the desired effect.
Yeah.
Lighting is everything.
I agree.
And the whole system, all the systems are on dimmers. Which makes it nice. At night they're on low. During the day they're pumped up a little bit.
Wow.
It's fun. And the system that I have, unfortunately, people ask me, where can I get that and so forth. It's all discontinued stock.
Okay.
The entire thing, the tracks, the track heads, everything has been discontinued. And when I found that out a year or so ago, I bought up all their remaining inventory.
I would do the same thing.
Absolute savage ass.
I knew that I was going to be setting up some additional cabinets, so I bought up all their existing inventory. I have this stuff stacked all over the house, but because it took a long time to figure something that I was going to be happy with.
Right.
And when I finally decided which way to go, I'm like, well, I don't want to do one cabinet one way and then have to go do something else. I found a system that works, so I'm going to make sure that I can set everything up consistently. So that was an adventure. And it broke the bank, but what you going to do?
Yeah, and so Alan, let me ask you this: so, what if this did not exist? What would be your second option to go with? Would you maybe give some advice to a collector that's starting, that wants to build something, and what would you suggest, like for lighting or a case or anything?
I like the idea of number one, LEDs, because there's less chance of damaging the paint as opposed to like a fluorescent or
100%, Stanley.
100%.
You have to be careful with the lighting. So you don't damage discolor the paint or fade the paint. And I like lighting that it's gimbaled to where I can point it, direct it where I want it,
Okay.
as opposed to like a hi-hat type of thing that it's just stationary and you have to move the statue under the light to get the desired effect, as opposed to adjusting the lighting, turning it one way or the other. And there are some systems out there, I've seen them, that it's I've seen them up to 2 feet long, and it's a LED. There's like 5 or 6 or 7 of them in this strip, but it's gimbaled. It's on a swivel. Once you put it up there, you can swivel it left or right, up and down a little bit to aim it a little bit. So I like things that I can manipulate.
Yep, good advice.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I personally, hey, Alan, thanks for sharing that with us. But I personally was looking for another option. I first met Alan, and I was like, "Hey, Alan, what's going on?" Then he showed me like his collection, like behind him. I was like, "Man, I need to step it up a little bit. What the heck do I need to do here?" So I went through and I bought different racks, and I bought LED lighting, and I did different backgrounds and things. I said, you know what? Okay, I spent enough money. It's not working. I'm just going module space. I'm just going module spaces. So I spent the extra money. Yeah, I spent the extra money, and they actually will be here in a few weeks, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a live unboxing setup with the engineers from Module Space, get everything set up so everybody can see how this works. And you give me your opinion on what you guys think. That'll be a long stream, so you guys come in, hang out, come in and out, however you want to do it. That's how we're going to do it. But yeah, that's coming up very soon. But that's my option, for one. But Marcos, go ahead.
Yours has spotlights, doesn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, spotlight LEDs inside the cases.
Nice.
Okay. Are they aimable? Are you able to pivot them? Oh, then you're good.
Yeah,
that'll be nice.
Aimable. Yeah, so you can move them any way you want. I may even look for some modifications if I need more. I mean, if you look at Alan's setup in the bottom left corner, there's like 10 lights on each one of those. Like, how you can move them any way you want. Alan, can you turn individuals off, or they all come on at once, or how does that work?
No, I flip a switch and they're all on.
Okay, they're all on. Okay. Yeah, so
there's about 85 track heads in that unit behind me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So again, like when Alan was telling me about this and getting it all set up, and he was showing me everything, I said, you know what? I got to step it up a little bit. I got to figure out what I need to do.
Alan said it best, though. Like, he's been doing it for so long. He had the trial and error. Like, he made some mistakes. I remember you told us, Alan, you made mistakes. And obviously, the mistakes made you a better collector, because your collection is obviously...
I blew up a lot of LED bulbs. Not having the right transformer, not having the right switch on the wall, not having the right bulb. And it took months to, after bringing different pieces in and trying it, to finally settle on a system that I was happy with and that worked well.
Yeah, it really did. That's an understatement. It did work well, though. But I personally prefer something that looks more museum style. I was inspired by Alan. I really was. And that's why the module spaces are coming. Not everybody can have a huge display in their man cave. Let's just be real. Not everybody has that kind of room and space. So how do you capitalize on something like that? Great option, JWR. Look behind him. Great art with his statues. Looks fantastic. It's just another way of displaying what you love and how you can get it up. I love those top ones, like the top.
The black and white.
JWR. Who are those top sketches from? Who are those?
Michael... I will not say Michael Fulcher, Flucher.
Okay.
I found him on eBay, DM'd him on Instagram, and we just started doing these. And so, awesome. I mean, they just turned. I told him, I was like, I want black and white, a black background, shaded, and he did an amazing job. And then I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 more that are not hung up right now from him.
Nice.
But these are my favorites that he did, and that Mr.
Oh, the
Freeze.
freeze. I was going to say the freeze looks amazing. I literally just said freeze.
But the penguin, the way
Okay.
he did penguin is absolutely killer.
No, I
And
love the freeze. That freeze is awesome. Yeah.
But his scarecrow. Let me go grab this real quick. I'll be
Let's do it.
back.
All right. And well, you know, Marcos, in your particular area where you have your statues, what works well is it's lit very bright in there.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see like your pieces very well. It really works for your collection, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
So me right now, I'm not in my forever home. So like right now, I'm just kind of, you know, doing whatever I do just to have stuff up. But once I get I have the idea though for what I want to do though. I have everything planned out. Everything. We always say we have everything planned out, but when it happens, you know, things change. So that's the thing that sucks. But like I've told you guys, like with my One Piece collection, it's either I'm gonna go with those Todd pedestals, like those from Spec Fiction. And if I get those, I'm getting module cases for my One Piece collection for sure.
Okay.
But these 1/3 Batman like pieces, they have to be open air basically because they're just too big.
It's tall.
Like you could get like a module space for them, but like what, like a 45-inch module space in one level, you know, it's too much, you know. So for these 1/3, you really do have to have them at least open air, you know, like not closed in. So that's the thing with I'm having a struggle with what I exactly want to do with my Batman collection, basically. But the like I was saying though, the One Piece collection, which is like the main core of what I'm gonna do, is my One Piece collection. So I have an idea, either those Todd pedestals, or I've showed you guys the like the whiskey barrels, like the kind of like.
It's a great idea.
It's a good idea too, and some collectors have already done it. I'm like, dude, that's so dope. So like, you know, if there's only, and it'll be maybe 6-7 pieces like that on those like pedestals, I guess you could say. But if not, I'm going Todd pedestals, and then I'm going to module cases with my other One Piece collection. And like Jimmy said, those module spaces, they save so much planning because they're kind of all built in. Like you have to build it yourself, but like they have everything together already. So like you build it and it's all done basically. So, but those match up really well with those Todd pedestals. That's why I'm going to match those up basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for more of a, you know, museum feel. You know, I really wanted to have that when you walk in. That's the kind of feeling you get when you walk in. And so that's where my movie pieces will be.
And another thing too, it's like I look at Alan's collection, like with the wood and like, you know, pirates wood, obviously ships. And I've talked to Alan a little bit about it. I'm like, man, if I get those whiskey barrels for like pedestals, and like I get like a kind of custom display with wood, like a very more ship wood, I guess you could say, like ship wood look. And the other pieces, I could do that as well, you know. So like, there's a lot of things I'm running through my mind, you know. It's like I said, the One Piece collection is going to be my centerpiece of everything. It's to me 30+ statues. It's to me the biggest part of my collection. So that's the one I really am focusing on. The Batman collection is definitely going to be more. And I love Batman, but like it's definitely a part of my collection that just more. I don't have to spend too much thought process on it. Like I can just do garage shows, that'd be fine. But so like Alan's collection is obviously a good blueprint for everybody. You know, it's one of the best collections. And JWR, this is a side tangent, but like I remember Alan was like always in our show in the chat, like first guy in. And we're like, man, we gotta get Alan on the show. And then like he came on, like, man, I would love to see Alan's collection. It's probably a pretty cool collection. And we saw it, like, we're like, okay, this is like one of the best collections I've fucking seen in my life, Alan. What the hell are you doing over there, man? So
well, I'd always said that, man, Alan's always here supporting us. He needs an award. That's kind of how the joke started. Well, he came in and showed us like his collection. I was like, we're gonna make an award. We're gonna make one. We're gonna make one. Yeah. So that's kind of how that was built. But Virgin Prime had a question for us. So he does want to get model keys also. In the meantime, he wants to go with a brand garage store shelving. A lot of collectors will use the I think it's Costco, right, Marcos? That sells
Costco and Sam's. Right? They both have like Costco a similar. They have a similar like thing. It's almost the same as a thing. So the good thing about those is like, because like I hate garage doors that has the holes. You know, the holes on the side you can see. The Costco and the Sam's one don't. They have like it covered up, and it has like no wood. It's like it's painted black usually, so that's a good thing. but I can tell you some downsides. So like, I had two really heavy pieces on like a higher level like this. And Jimmy, remember that one time? I think they're kind of bending, and then I took the pieces off, and one of the side corners was completely like breaking. Like if I didn't look at that, that would have broke. I mean, like that's 4 pieces, ginormous pieces too, like big in my collection. That would have broke instantly. So just be very aware. Don't put heavy pieces. Like it says, it holds what, Jimmy, 800 pounds on each level. That's a lie. Like those 2 pieces were heavy, but at most it was 220 pounds at most. Like that's like me.
Yeah, well, there is a solution. There's a solution. What I did was I ordered the same ones. I threw away the boards it came with. And please, look, you don't have to do this, but I'm just giving you some advice. Do not use any kind of metal grating that they give you, because I've seen some collectors use that. That doesn't seem like it would be good for the statue. So what I did was I went to Home Depot and I had the shelving cut out in plywood. And I put plywood shelving and took the masonite stuff out and threw it away. And underneath the plywood, I went out and got 3 pieces of steel that are cut and put them as braces on the bottom and put the plywood on top. Man, I can stand on that with 3 statues and still wouldn't buckle. So to me, that was the best option to do. And that's what I did. And it works really well. If you're looking for something more enclosed, send me a message on Facebook Messenger, and I'll steer you to the one that I bought that I felt that worked really well in what I did. And that one as well too. I took all the metal grating out of it, and I put just regular plywood shelving in there. I stained the wood, and I made it look really classy. I used it for years. It's empty now because the module spaces are coming. And but I can send you some links. And I thought that those garage shelves that I used, the big heavy duty one, that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's extremely heavy duty, and I had a ton of pieces.
Yeah, and also to answer your question, the ones me and Jimmy have, they're called Wayland garage shelf.
That's it.
And then the Sam's one, which is basically the exact same thing. It's called Members Mark. That's what it's called. And obviously, panel member Noah has like the higher level. They're a little bit more expensive, but he loves them. Like he said, he's never had an issue with them. So and he's been collecting for 10 plus years, I think, or close to that. Right. So he has like kind of the more expensive version of those garage shelves. So maybe those will work out, and they're a little bit longer too. So that could help out too with more pieces in one shelf. So it's tough, man. Like display is a hard thing in this hobby for sure, and it's hard to get it right. So
it is a difficult thing, but it's almost it is a must thing. It's just a must. So when you get the right case, when you get the right lighting, it will make all the difference in the world for your collection. It really will. If you don't believe me, look back at Alan.
and also these Wayland ones, Costco has them on sale usually during holiday seasons. I got these for $75 each. So and it comes with basically 2 shelving. So you get 2 shelvings and but you can build it up to 3 levels. But 1 level or 2 levels, it's usually around 2 shelves you can do, and it's about $75. So it's a good price. It just don't believe the 800-pound limit on each shelf. That's all I'll say. So
if you go with those, very easy solution. Just get plywood shelving and throw them in. That's what I did. I grabbed a hold of it. How is this going to hold? Well, the engineering around it, when you place it inside, there's an outer ring of metal that holds the actual the wood inside, but it's so thin, and it holds 800 pounds. Well, that's great, man, but I want to be sure
for a week.
I would.
800 pounds for a week, bro. Come on, let's be real.
Exactly. I wasn't willing to take a chance with $7,000 sit on top of some some wood it came with. Nah, man, we're gonna go with the plywood.
Like I said, I got lucky. I just kind of looked at and always look at your shelving in any collection too. Always do maintenance, everything. I just looked at that side looks kind of droopy, and it was about to break. So always be sure. Check your collection always get the dust off your pieces. Just always do maintenance on pieces for sure, or your whole collection in general. So these are expensive pieces, so just always try to maintain your best the looks on everything. So it's tough. it's an expensive hobby, and it's better to take 5 minutes doing maintenance over like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 of breakage. So
no, it's not happening. And I'm going to make sure of that.
Yes, 100%,
when I do my collection, I make sure of that. That's not going to happen. So JWR was saying the black and white prints are Michael Fulcher, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
right.
I will say on my shelves, I built all mine.
Nice.
So
you did.
Yes. So I'll kind of flip this around real quick. So I went to the industrial shelf, and so I built all of mine because that's more. This is more of my style.
Okay.
And so the one I have down here, that's 90 inches across and about 18. This is about 18 deep and then about 90 across, and it goes all the way.
Oh, I love that band. The Sideshow band. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
So, what I did, I just ordered 3/4 pipe off of Amazon Prime. I got the little round locks for it. Went to Lowe's, bought some 12x12 wood, drilled the slots in for them, glued them, held them for a couple of days, stained them. And I mean, I have that Joker. I mean, I have that Joker, and I have 4 more coming for this shelf, and I don't worry about them at all. They don't move, they don't budge. They're awesome, and that's just my personal style. The garage shelving, it's not for me. So I said, what is my style?
Yeah,
it's the industrial one, but I'll show you the Scarecrow.
Ooh, look at that!
Oh, that does look cool.
Mm-hmm. And then this is his Two-Face. I
love the comic book look. It looks really cool. I love that.
Well, he asked me, he's like, what style are you looking for? I said, I want the comic book style, but your version of the comic book style. And he did some amazing. His Harley is fantastic also.
That's awesome. Man,
JWR, who's your favorite rogue like in the Batman universe?
So Joker's always going to be number 1.
Yeah,
but, I don't count that. But second would be either Two-Face or Mr. Freeze.
Nice, yeah,
because they have such a complex story where they deal with like, do I want to be bad? Do I want to be good? Freeze is like, I'm doing this for love, but I'm doing evil things to make this happen.
Back to the Batman animated series. They actually made Freeze's backstory like for comics and everything like that because Mr. Freeze was like a joke character until the Batman animated series. They made his backstory like what it is now. So like Paul Dini and they just completely killed it. So my bad, side tangent, but yeah.
No, that's really good advice for Kimmy because she's wanting to get more backstory on the rogues and everything. So that's a perfect answer why she should watch the animated series there.
Yes.
There you go, Kimmy. There you go. So there's a I'm gonna watch an episode tonight.
You have to.
Jimmy,
I'll watch it with you.
I will watch episode per episode with you.
Okay. Yeah,
like if you tell me, hey, I'm watching season 1, episode 3, I will turn Yellowstone off and I'll turn Batman the animated series on.
Hey, I'm with you guys. I could watch Batman animated series for the 4th time. I'm all good on that. So
4th, I'm on the 8th. This will be my 8th one.
Dude, you're even better than me. Shit. So
I mean, Mr. Martinez says it perfectly. It's hard to impress. Alan's collections displays impresses me, but at one time, I mean, Aiden had he's rebuilding his collection now, but he had the most impressive setup I've ever seen. The lighting was incredible in it, and just how I did it. It was
carpeting, display, the stands he had, everything was super good in that collection. Aiden, don't sell yourself short, man. You had a great collection, man. I can't wait to see your new collection when you get back into it. Cannot wait, man. So
it looked really good, and his photography is excellent.
Oh, it's perfect.
Right. Yeah, he took some amazing pictures. I need to ask him what camera he was using.
I'm a retard with cameras. Like artistic things, I'm like super retarded. And Aiden was like amazing on that. So there we go. For sure, you would not be disappointed on that Batman animated series. You would not. It's the quintessential, in my opinion, Batman. So
Kimmy, once you watch it, do a review on it. We'd love to hear your thoughts and what you think about it. That'd be amazing. We'd love to see that, especially for some of our members. It's awesome.
Jimmy, I know that when you were deciding on your cases,
yeah,
you were kind of up in the air as to the style, whether it's going to be white with black trim or whatever. And how did you go through that process, and what did you finally end up with?
Okay, so that's a great question. So what I did was I was all in on white because I saw a lot of collectors using white. It was you can see the statue, in a white background. You see, it was great. It was awesome. Well, I was going with white on white. Well, somebody posted in the Berserk, community page, their collection with the black velvet and the black background with some spotlights just on the statue. I just could not believe how great it looked. It had a look to where it just had a museum feel to it. Now, Alan, remember, we're going to have some pieces in this setup here that are they're movie, but they're also more realistic. How amazing would it look to have those spotlights in a black background just on those pieces? You will really have a museum look. I went back and forth for a few weeks. I think you remember that. I was going back and forth for a few weeks. And here's the great thing, because I talked to Brian a little bit. He goes, well, just think of it this way. The boards, you can switch them out if you needed to, if you change your mind later. So it's not like a tell-all end if you get the ones you're not happy with.
You're not stuck.
You're not stuck. So I was pretty happy with that, decision. But the pieces we're getting are massive. They're huge. So the Terminator bust, that's coming home, along with 2 proximity pieces of the Terminator. And they all fit in one case. Another case will have the Predators, and then Aliens, and also
Batman.
Batman DC movie. And it's going to be epic. I photoshopped. I think Chris shared it with everybody too. So that's coming on. By the way, I don't think I've mentioned it today. Chris Michael, happy birthday. I know I put it on Facebook, whatever, but he just had a Facebook. Because everybody's bombarding him today, but I just want to make sure I tell him happy birthday.
Yeah, we're both cancers, man. Where'd it go?
Yeah. I mean, Chris is a great friend of mine. I just want to make sure he
good guy.
He had a special day tonight, so that's great.
Does he collect? I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit. He's got some stuff there.
He's dabbled in some art. I would say he's a dabbler in art.
Okay.
The man has a big wall.
What do you think he has? Like maybe 40 statues, probably in all.
Crazy. Not to mention, there's a Finch wall he has. Not one portrait. He's got a whole wall of it. So, just amazing.
So, but Jimmy, I remember you talked about last night. So, you think Finch is your favorite artist now over Ross? It's tough.
So hard, because Alex Ross is so hard to beat, man.
He's Mr. Realistic, and it's
hard to beat.
Art. Yeah.
I'll go this way. Alex Ross for more realistic. David Finch for more comic book style based art. You cannot be David Finch with comic art unless you're Jim Lee.
I don't know, Fabrock, dude.
Jim Lee. That's my number one. Is Jim Lee, just because it's childhood. But Finch, I mean, if Jim Lee is the Michael Jordan of comic art, then
don't say Jordan. No, I mean, don't say LeBron.
He's all about LeBron James, this guy.
Don't say who?
No, I'm saying don't say Finch is LeBron. I love LeBron, but don't call him.
Oh LeBron. God, that'd be insulting.
Oh, what the hell? Who's the Kobe?
Kobe.
Here we go.
Kobe number 24.
Here we go. All right.
We're opposites attract, if that makes sense. Like we like each other too much, but we have complete opposites. Gosh.
Kobe was just overall, just hands down, just a humble, great player, and that's what Finch is. Finch is so humble and giving and loving, and he appreciates all of his fans.
He does,
and so he just takes the time when you're at conventions to meet him. He takes time just to say hi and make you feel like you're special, and that he appreciates you, and that he values your what you're purchasing from him. It means something to him to create art that we will enjoy forever, and it's because he created it. So that's why Finch is like the Kobe of art because he just is humble, loving, and giving to all of his fans.
Yeah, I agree. You know, when I was there in San Antonio talking with David Finch, and when they were looking for the Bane print, and he gave it to me, he pulled out his phone and took a couple of pictures of my reaction of looking at it. Man, it was so great. It was so great. I just want more. It makes you not only appreciate the art when you see it in person and just love it, but then meeting him and talking with him and knowing how he really cares about everybody that he's, talking to and taking time with you. Man, come on, man. The guy's drawn for DC Comics, right? He's done artwork for them. He's done artwork
Marvel.
for Marvel, but he takes time with everybody.
Yep.
And
that was
awesome.
I said that too, Jamie. I was like, I'm so happy because I've heard some like horror stories of like meeting like a comic artist and they're kind of like, hey, get away, this what that. But you had like a good experience with them. Like you like talked to him a little bit, got a picture with them. He did a video for us for no reason. He had to do that. So like,
didn't have to.
Really good guy. Like, he didn't have to do any of that stuff. Like he could have just signed your stuff. Here's your portrait. I'm out. But he didn't do that. So I'm happy he got that whole experience. Like he was actually a really good person, and the fact that he's actually a legit top artist in like his field is awesome too.
Yeah. So JWR next year we're going. Like I'm there, man.
I really hope they do a dinner again. Because I want you to experience that. Because sitting there with David Finch while eating a meal and just picking his brain and watching him and Chris go back and forth, and then having Arthur Adams, Jeff Loeb, and Jeff Loeb showed us some incredible Tim Sale art that he found in drawers, and hearing all of the stories that they have. It's just a once in a lifetime opportunity, and that's something I hope that you get to experience. And I really hope they do a dinner again, because I definitely would be like, Jimmy, we're going to this dinner. I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah.
So JWR, I know you're kind of getting into anime recently, but I will say this: I'm biased because I love it. I'm an anime manga guy, but there are these artists for manga that I'm not joking, shit on Jim Lee, Fabok, and all these other dudes. Like these, because it's all black and white. It's all black and white. No,
all black and white.
Crazy.
You're gonna have to send me some.
That's what I do. After the show, I got you, man. Yep. And you will love it too. Like the amount of details they do, like because that's their profession. Is like they do black and white every panel, so like it's a different thing. But man, I can't wait to show you. But like manga artists. I know we're talking about comic artists, but manga artists are seriously overworked. It's disgusting how the practice they do with the companies, but they are some of the greatest artists that are out there for comics. So, support your everybody. Support your favorite manga and anime for sure. So, these guys are overworked for sure.
Yeah, I mean they've got some incredible art. So I've always loved art. I blame Chris Michael for a lot of the purchases that I make. Alex Ross is still one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, he's so good.
I can't wait to get more Finch pieces there, and maybe some others in the future, especially Ryan Benjamin. I did want to talk about this week because it's been a really huge buzz in the community. And let me bring this up here real quick. This was shown this week from our good friend Ant Adams over at PCS. The man can't be stopped when it comes to horror pieces because he does an amazing job with these. I saw this piece while I was working, and I was like, man, it looks pretty cool. But I didn't know that it's going to be a half scale, I think. Yeah, look how big this is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, half scale.
Yeah, this is huge. This is a huge piece.
Look at that.
And look at the switch outs you get with it, man. This is super cool. I really love this piece. I thought it was awesome. I think it's going to be a big hit for PCS. Again, if you're a horror fan, if you got a huge horror fan, I think this is a must almost. Mr. Kiefer, what do you think about this?
I think this would freak me out if I had this in my house.
Okay.
I think they, as usual, PCS and Adams, he just tackles these things and does an amazing job with them. No question. I mean, if you're a horror fan, this is definitely probably coming into your collection.
Yep.
He did a great interview. And actually, we've had Aunt Adams on our channel.
Right. Yeah. And Adams was on a few months back, so make sure you watch the replay. We will be getting more people on. I promise you. Be patient. More is to come. I promise. Soon. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, go ahead.
It's a cool piece, definitely.
Yeah. Really cool piece. I think it'll go great with, like I said, like in a really nice horror setup. Even if that was your centerpiece and you had some, some proximity one on the side, I think it'll look really great. JWR, what do you think, man?
Oh, I love it. I mean, these are some of my favorite movies, slasher movies growing up. I think they did an incredible job. The swap outs, the knife, the pose. Because I remember every time he slashed somebody and he found a new victim, he would just swipe the knife real quick, and he was like fresh kill time. So this is an iconic pose for him for sure.
Okay, yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. I think that collectors will be really happy when they get this piece in. Marcos, I know this has been a big topic in the community.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's a really good piece. I am so happy that I have not gotten into the horror line because like that's another 10K right there. This piece, the thing is for me, I love the Scream movies, but I like the scary movies. Do you guys like remember those movies, the scary movies, with Danny Wayne and all them? So like they made fun of obviously Scream in the first movie they did. I love that movie. That's all I think about, like when I think about this movie for some reason. But they did a really good job. Dude, that freaking Candyman piece. I don't remember. Brian, a panel member of ours, Brian, get it. Get the Candyman right now. If you're watching, get it right now. Because that piece is one of the best horror pieces. And I'm a big Candyman fan, but like it's not like my favorite horror villain. But that piece is so good, man. So
it's one of their best.
Is killing that. Yeah, PCS is killing their horror line, and like I'm glad someone's doing a horror line. So,
is that the one with the bees?
Yes. That's Candyman.
Oh, I think that is that's an excellent piece.
It's one of the best pieces they've done in a long time. Like I think that mall. I'm trying to think of other pieces. They did a lot. Daredevil. They did some really good pieces, but like, those three off the top of my head are the ones I would say that are really good. So that Candyman for sure. That piece is.
So let me get your thoughts on something. I mean, what do you think about this base?
It's very. I would say this. It is very plain, but Freddie, what's up, man?
Freddie.
Hey, Freddie.
Do you need a lot with the Scream statue? Probably not.
You really don't.
So, like, what do you like? What could you do? That's my mindset. Like
have a red velvet. Not blue.
Maybe that, or maybe a body, like a half body, like a half torso.
But just a bunch of blood. Like they could have the blue, but just have like blood stains around it.
Right.
Hey, Cypher. I know I know licensing can get tough with the rated R type stuff. So like they don't like guns or blood and all that stuff. So that could have been an issue, but there's not much you could do with the base that like would enhance it so much, but it's a half scale too. So like half scale is usually the base is never too intricate, So I think they did a decent job on the base. The pose is really good. There's a lot of switch outs, like you said, Jimmy. I think it's a good piece. It's not as good as Candyman. Candyman's like a top level horror piece in my mind. But that piece is like
it is.
That's like the top for sure for horror. So this is a good piece. So 1/2 scale. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big boy. So whoever gets it, man, congrats.
Congratulations. Yeah, it's gonna be a great piece. Just to answer Cypher, this is a pop-up stream. We're on every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So just be aware. And Stanley has a good point. You know what? It should be cheap since it's kind of basic. You know what I mean? It's not.
But it's 1/2 scale, so.
Yeah, it's a half scale. So, I think that should reduce some of the price. So,
I would say this: 2,200 probably is a reasonable price retail. I don't know about what you guys think. but I think 2200 is probably what this is going to be.
I can see that.
Yeah, 2200 probably. Like you have to have the bloody mask though. Gotta have the bloody mask, 100%.
Look at all the options.
I think I saw a post, Marcos. The pricing is around 18.
Oh,
okay.
That's even better.
Okay, that's even better.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I like mask 7. I like number 7. I that just kind of cracked, broken. I would say 2 or 7 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 2 is good because of blood, obviously. You know, like that's a good little addition. A lot of switch outs, damn, with the mask.
I know, man. I love that.
But the thing is that they're all kind of the same. I don't know what you could do different, but I don't know. They're all kind of the same, but a lot of switch outs at least. You know, you can pick your poison. You know, so that's a good thing.
That's what I love is that there's something for everyone. You're right, Marcos. They are very similar, but did he have a whole lot of looks in the movie? No, he didn't. So
not really. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna have one that's kind of damaged a little bit, one with blood on it, one with semi-blood, it's just one with a clean look, one with like an off-faded white look. I just love all the options.
I do 1800 too. Like, 1800 is like a damn near a prime 1/4 nowadays. So
yes, it is.
So
that's a good price for 1/2. You know,
it's so true. It's so true. I look forward to seeing this piece get into collectors' hands because I know they're going to be happy with it. And Adams is just killing it over there with horror. The guy can't be beat in like Turtle Line, Ghostbusters, and just all around like horror line. He's doing great. So congratulations to Adams with just this incredible.
If I was going to pick up one of his horror pieces, I think it would have to be that the werewolf.
That was
good. Yeah. Absolute dust.
You gotta have the blood. You have to have the knife of the blood.
The blood knife. That you gotta get that. Gotta get that on it.
Yeah, that's really cool how they did that. I think that I would go with blood on the knife and then blood on the face too. I think that would look really cool. Freddie was saying you can make your own screen diorama with armor puzzle. Yeah, that'd be kind of sweet actually. But I really love that. Alan had a great comment. Like, if you had to pick up one PCS piece right now, what would it be? Let me go first because I just can't get over. Well, you know what? I've got 2. Damn. Okay, but you know what? We can only use 1.
Go ahead.
Damn. I'm gonna say the Ronin Turtle Dio. I think that's the one that I would get. Man, I love that piece. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, Marcos, which one would you get?
So I have 2 PCS pieces coming in. So Dark Maul.
Okay.
And Daredevil 1/3, both 1/3. Okay. So I got those. But if I could get another piece that I haven't got yet, it's probably Candyman for sure. I love that piece.
That'd be sick.
I think it's honestly like the likeness is 100% almost like 100% almost 100%.
Yeah. This guy right here already ordered it. He's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ordered it. Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I saw that. It was all Freddie. Like that's all Freddie. I said, "Oh,
we knew that. Like, we knew that though. Like, hey, Freddie."
Yeah, we all knew.
I think I said to him, like, Freddie, you're not a real Turtles fan if you don't get this. He's like,
yeah.
All right. Like 20 minutes later, I got it. I'm like, there you go. I knew it. So, but probably, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but definitely the Candyman piece was probably one of them. I'll say that it's Candyman. Yeah.
Okay.
That piece is so good.
That's great.
So good.
That's a great pickup. Mr. Kiefer, are you going with the werewolf, right? Or was it?
Well, okay. If it's a horror piece that we're talking from a horror line, it would be the werewolf.
Okay.
Yes. That's a good one.
Just one of the normal pieces that they do. I agree with Jimmy. That Ronin piece, the concept, execution, it's like perfect.
It is. God, man, so good. That piece is just amazing. If I can't pick 2, but if the Ghostbuster line is just incredible, I'll just leave it there because there's so many great ones. JWR, are you familiar with them? Is there one piece that stands out to you?
Yes. I want the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie poster, the turtles coming out of the sewer with just their eyes poking out. That would be the one. That would be mine.
I think that piece sold out. Am I correct?
Yes.
Sold out.
the Lux edition with the slime, the ooze,
right.
sold out.
Okay.
Freddie, I don't know if you got that one. I hope you did, but
I think
that one sold out quick.
Yeah.
So
if there's one person that needs the collector's version, it's Freddie.
It's
Freddie.
Yeah. But he's he's a big Turtles guy, so that's his show, you know. So
and he's got an incredible collection, man. Freddie's got some amazing.
No, dude, I can't wait to see when his new March kit. My bad.
Yep. They're coming.
Spoiled,
but
yeah,
Freddie even said it in the chat. He was like, "My pick is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the sewer."
Yeah, his Modern Space is coming. We got more live unboxings coming. We've got a lot coming up for us. A lot. So I'm super excited for that. Just a great piece. PCS is killing it, like I said. So let me bring this up because I saw this. And Marcos, I'll let you speak to this because.
Dude, we haven't had any pieces that came out this week, which I love because we've been nerding out on everything else. So
let me show you this.
Everything. Yeah.
I think I shared this in Godlike too, but I just thought it was amazing because it's life size.
Oh yeah, Goku. There you go.
Yeah, this. I mean. I'm not really familiar with Dragon Ball Z, but if I was going to get one, this life-size one is really tough to beat.
This is like perfect, like Frieza versus Goku right here. Anybody in the chat, you want to correct me, go ahead. But it's 100% Frieza versus Goku's the base, everything. This is like the first time Goku like leveled up to Super Saiyan. So it's a whole team, 100% fine tip, 100%. 100%. But the great thing about unlicensed companies with 1-to-1 life size, it's like $2,500 all in almost. So like you get a great piece. It's a lot of space, obviously, but you get a great piece, great pricing compared to like Queen Studios is what like Jimmy 1-to-1 all in like with the whole full body is what $10K plus shipping. So you get like one 1/5 of the price of a licensed company. So that's a good thing about like unlicensed company. I don't know what company did this, but I did see this week, and the battle damage look, I like it. The Super Saiyan look, Frieza versus Goku, one of the most iconic scenes of the whole like series. So whoever's getting this, man, congrats, because it's a great piece for a 1-to-1 if you need a Goku 1-to-1 full body. So yeah. Majin Vegeta, what is it? KD. Oh, KD Collectibles is the best, in my opinion, the best Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball in general company unlicensed wise. So it's them and Last Leap.
Marcos, Last Leap does that one Dragon Ball.
Yes, the whole diorama. Yeah,
that whole dio.
Yes.
That is the best piece ever made for Dragon Ball Z.
100%. The only downside is 1/8 characters, but like, do you want 1/6? Because those characters would be so big for how big it is, So, no, that piece. Bring it up, Jimmy, because I want Josh to look at it because we're
I don't even know where to find it. I don't know where to find it.
Just type up Last Sleep Dragon Ball Z, you'll probably find it on Facebook. If anything, I can't really share it on my iPad.
Yeah, I know. Let me see.
Yeah, but that piece is so good, and I would say like KD Collectibles. I forgot who said that, but they're definitely, in my opinion, the greatest Dragon Ball Z unlicensed company right there. Like easily, their KD Piccolo is the best Piccolo of all time. So Prime One had a very good Goku and Vegeta statue. So. But yeah, I can't wait to see this Last Sleep piece again. I love it so much. But
Alan, what do you think about this life-size Vegeta?
It's Goku.
I think it looks well done and very ambitious, but not for me.
Right.
I'm not really that big of a fan of the character.
Right.
But I mean, it looks like they've done it justice. A lot of detail for a big piece. Do we know the price point on this?
I don't know off the top of my head, but usually 1-to-1 statues around at most 4K all in. Like 4K is like the most you're paying with shipping. Yeah. So
I mean, I guess you'd really have to love this character to want a life size.
Sure.
And then the thing is, once you have it, I'm just kind of curious. What would the resale be on something like this? I mean, it might be a very small market.
No, it's not a big market at all. Life size in general is not a big market to resell, So,
well, I mean, unless it's a Queen Studio Bale Batman life size, there might be a good resale market for something like that.
Agreed.
Are you talking about the whole armory, or just the bust, or
No,
the?
it's just the regular life size Bale without the armory.
Okay.
I think if you were to make that purchase for what, like 10 grand, you'd have a better chance of recouping most of your money. I don't know about that Goku.
Oh, dude, look
but
at this.
then, that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, this is what.
Oh.
Oops. This is what. Oh, Noah's in. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's
Let's go, Noah.
This thing fills up a whole room, doesn't it?
So,
Hey, yeah.
Noah.
So,
I always say
what's
this-
up?
Noah.
What's up, Noah? So this piece, let me talk about it a little bit, Jimmy. So it's every character is 1/8. So it has Goku choking Majin Buu or Kid Buu. It has Cell at the bottom. It has every big villain. Oh, that looks so good right there. It has every big villain Goku face. So it has Vegeta. It has Cell. It has Kid Buu. It has, I believe, Brawly as well, right on the left side. So it has every big villain you want. Like Jimmy said it perfectly one time. He's like, if you want one piece of Dragon Ball Z, this is probably it right here. So, and it is true. Like, if you need one Dragon Ball Z piece, this is it right here. And this unlicensed company is one of the best for One Piece as well and Dragon Ball. They just do such good work. They really do. So, lastly, they killed this piece.
Yeah, and JWR, this is one thing you can't tell from this piece because I've seen a video of it.
Yeah.
It is absolutely enormous. I mean,
It's as big as Say Cheese. Like, honestly, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can tell that this is a very large piece. Now, I'm like Jimmy. I don't know a lot about Dragon Ball Z, but I can appreciate the art that went into creating this statue and the life size that we saw. The details on the pants being ripped and everything was incredible. Kudos to the artists for these. They did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I agree. No, I know you've seen this piece before, but this is, I mean, would you ever consider something like this? I mean, I don't know where you would put it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think this thing's amazing, man. It's an achievement, honestly, in statues. It's pretty amazing. But it looks like a shipping nightmare. But
oh my god!
Yeah, man, I think it's awesome, man. But it's probably not something I would get just because I forget. Was it 6 scale or was it non-scale? I can't remember.
It's like 1/8. It's 1/8.
1/8. Okay, 1/8. Yeah.
But it's still like I said, it's like still like 42 inches tall, like all.
Yeah. So I remember. Yeah, because that one picture I saw, some guy had it set on the floor, and it just it looked like above his waist. Yeah, it looked huge.
It looked like a Christmas tree in his house.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a great piece, man. There's a lot of Dragon Ball Z pieces that come out that people say is like the definitive one. I had one of them that was considered that for a while. It was the Goku versus Vegeta quarter scale. I can't remember the company now because I haven't seen them release anything in a while. But that was a really good statue. Like the way that when they were fighting each other, they like kind of pegged together and looked like they were fighting midair. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So
great
piece, man. I love Shenron the dragon. That's just such a great touch. Yeah,
super awesome. Alan, I know you don't collect anime or. This is one that if you're going to get one, this is probably the one to get.
I think I saw a video on this where they lit the thing up.
Yep.
And it looks like an atomic bomb going off. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's just an incredible thing.
It looked, I don't know, when I saw it looked like the thing was like 5 or 6 feet tall. I mean,
that's exactly what it is. Yeah, Marcos, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than Say Cheese. It was like,
I could be wrong, but I think it's like, because Say Cheese is 41 inches. Like with that look right there, it's like 39. But it's 100%. It's probably bigger than that. It's like, I want to say it's like around 43 inches tall, this piece right here. So
I think
it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, I mean, because the video, it showed like his son standing next to it.
Yep.
And I just couldn't believe how big it is. Like
it filled up half the room.
Yeah, it's massive piece. So this would literally take up a whole rack for you, a whole shelf.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's amazing. That's
very
amazing
impressive.
piece.
Very impressive. This is not for me, but I can really appreciate it.
Also, there's multiple light up features with it. There's like a straight up light, like how we saw it, and then there's like a pulsating one, and there's another like feature with light up. So that's it. You're getting everything you want in a Dragon Ball Z statue if you got that piece. So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I can't say again it's for me, but if I was going to get any Dragon Ball Z piece, this will be the one I would buy, hands down. It is. This was announced this week from Prime One, and it's not a piece that I can honestly say that would add to my collection, but I can appreciate it. This was the Primal Optimus Prime that was just announced this week. I thought it was awesome. I really love they showed some switch outs too with it. I thought it was super cool. I do love how it has like the ape character down below, and then of course the robot mech on top. Great idea. I think this is based off the movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, the latest one. It sucks, but yeah.
Oh man, that's terrible. But I can appreciate the art in the statue. I do love the light up feature, and it looks cool how it has like the ape's mouth opening with like the light up inside. It looks really cool. I can't say again, this is one that I would pick up. But Alan, what do you think about this?
I think it's an awesome piece.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Sure.
But I know there's a lot of fans of this piece, and I'm sure it's going to sell very well for them. Again, Prime One, they just when they take on a project, it's like they do it like no one else can.
For sure.
The detail and everything going on with this, for me, the latest one for me that if I had the extra space that I would jump into is the Godzilla -1. I think that's an amazing piece. I would probably get that before I would get this one, but this looks great. And for people that are considering it, congrats. I mean, it's going to be awesome in your collection.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the bonus part. Looks like an extra switch out, and then another. Looks like he's got an open hand. This limited to 350. This is a $2,200 piece. I'm not sure. I mean, JWR, what do you think, man?
I think it looks incredible. Not for me, but I can appreciate the art. And if you're a fan of the movie or the series, then this would be something that you would want to grab real quick.
Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure. It's I love all the switch outs. Here you go, right here. You can kind of see some of the switch outs that he's got. I thought that looked really cool. And those are some of the bonus parts. But man, look at that! I love how it has the foliage around him, right? And then him standing on top of that rock. Great display. Let's just say because you're getting two. I think Mitchell said it best. You're getting two for the price of one. So I can see where the price point is. I think it'll look great. Noah, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a pretty cool concept. The only thing is that it seems like this one is scaled differently than some of the other Transformers pieces, and I think that's really the only complaints. Like you do get two Transformers, but I think they're looks like smaller versions. But
Sure.
yeah, like Marco said, the movie wasn't great. It was okay. I went and saw it in theaters just for the hell of it. It was all right, but it didn't do anything to blow me away. But I do love the Optimus Primal design that came out of the movie, though. I really, really like the design for him. So I don't think I'd ever get anything like this, $2,300. But I would probably get, I think 3Zero's doing a diecast figure of Optimus Primal in the battle mode up top, and that'd be good enough for me in terms of something for Primal. So,
Sure.
But
yeah. Again, this is not a piece for everyone, but if you're into Transformer collecting, especially this next gen, I think it's a great option to go with.
yeah, oh yeah.
Marcos, you saw this posted this week. Did you like it?
It's overpriced for sure. What, $2,300? Okay. Yeah, it's overpriced. The character is like in that movie. He's one of the better characters, I will say. He has a pretty good story, I guess you could say.
Okay.
It's just one of those things. I get so annoyed with Prime One that we're not selling well. Where you're putting out kind of pointless pieces in my opinion. You know, where you should like finish lines before like putting out new pieces. And I don't know. I just have some issues with Prime One. Like they put out so many good pieces, you know. So it's like tough to hate on them because they do come out with great pieces. It's just like this is not for me. I don't think it's gonna be for many people, but there are big like I know it's not Michael Bay 100% with this, but it's still the same look, with how they like transform and all that stuff. But I don't know. I just don't think this will sell well, especially with the high price.
Okay.
And if they're shocked by it, Prime One, then they're just kind of dumb. I think they need to understand like these pieces will not sell well. So, yeah, I don't know. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I mean, again, it's not for everyone.
It looks good though. Like I would say that it's just like I just don't think it will sell well. Like I just don't. The movie wasn't very big. Like that's a big reason. The movie's not big. I just don't think it's gonna sell well because the movie's not big. The piece looks good, but this character is like the fifth most important character in the movie, maybe fourth. So I don't know. It's gonna be a tough sell. So.
Yeah, I mean, Knight was saying the XM version, Beast Wars was better, and
there we go.
I have that Primal on order. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And those are some great pieces. I think.
And also Noah said it perfectly too. This is not scale wise next to the other pieces they've done. So.
And that's a little concerning to me, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's gonna be like a weird one-off,
Yeah, and it's so vertical too, compared to other stuff that usually spreads out.
Yeah.
Like you said, Marcos, it's just kind of a weird choice with considering all the other things they could do, lines they could finish, continue. Yeah, it just kind of came out of nowhere, and I was like, okay. I mean,
it didn't set the movie flopped 100%. Like you can blame it on COVID, whatever. It still flopped. So I don't know. And man, they haven't done a Batgirl. I always say it, the Batgirl, like any other DC heroes or villains, but they do this. Like, come on now. Like, what are we doing here? Yeah. That's my opinion. So
no, I mean I know what you mean, Marcos. I really
and another perfect one is like that Batman with the robots around him. It's like 1/4 share. They discontinued it because no one bought it. So who is the creative director? But the thing is, Prime One does do a lot of great stuff. There's no doubt. They're one of my favorite companies, easily top 3. So just there's some things that do that it's very. But the thing is, the reason why they kind of piss me off is because they blame the fans or blame the consumers. Well, you guys aren't buying this, so we're not going to do it. No, you guys are putting out pieces that no one cares about, and that's why people aren't buying it. So I don't know. That's
Marcus, they killed off the Kill Machine Batman from Dark Knights.
No, that's still going. You talking about the cyborg?
The cyborg Batman.
That's still going. They canceled off the. It's like a 1/4 statue Batman. It's like a futuristic Batman with robots around him. It's so weird. I don't know what the comics.
I haven't seen that one.
Yes. They canceled it though because no one bought it. You're gonna put that for pre-order at least, but not a 1/3 Barbara Gordon, a 1/3 Tim Drake, a 1/3 ventriloquist, 1/4 ventriloquist, 1/3 or 1/4 Riddler. My gosh, what are we doing here? So, they just have some questionable marketing strategies, I would say. So, but they're one of the best companies for sure. Their showcases are amazing. The Berserk pieces are amazing. The Batman pieces they do are great. I want to see that too. I wish it was 1/4. That's just my a selfish reason, but it looked good already. So we'll see.
So Alex, make sure that I know you're waiting for the Prime One Riddler. Just know there's another one coming that is going to blow you away. Yep. I promise you.
100%.
Yep. So before you make a purchase, make sure you look out for that. That's all I'll say about that. That's all I'll say about that. But look, the piece isn't for everyone. I understand that. I think it's good. I don't think it's something that I would ever collect. It doesn't match my collection for one, but two, I think the concerning part, I was speaking to this a little bit earlier, is that Noah's right. Is that it's a little bit of a weird scale. So when you're pairing this with your others, hey, that one looks a little off in your collection. And guess what? Collectors look at that kind of thing because we want to make sure we spend all this money, right, to make sure it looks perfectly aligned. Everything looks, in one line you're collecting, you want to make sure that it looks great. And if one is off, man, and if it's one of the main characters, it makes it even harder, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll go great in someone's collection, but it won't be for me, unfortunately. Well, so out of nowhere, left field this week.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting any of this, and I was at work and I saw this company here drop like 10 bombs real quick.
Out of nowhere.
Iron Studios making some announcements.
Imagine if that was made in 1/4. Whew.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that Mysterio right there.
Jump all over that. It would. Yeah. Iron Studios is known for making smaller scales, right? I mean, that's what they're known for.
But they come out with random like 1/3, like the Hawkman 1/3. Like that thing is amazing.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not like, and then the 1/4, like that Beast 1/4 X-Men, like that thing is awesome. So I don't know what their deal is, but like, keep doing what you're doing. I just don't know what their like the licensing like issues are or whatever. But they come out with some bangers, man. They really do. So
they do. Yeah. So I think this is 1/10, if I'm not mistaken, or 1/6.
Yeah, that's 1/10. That's
1/10. Yeah, this is 1/10. I thought it was super cool. I really love the like the kind of like green dust effect in the background of him rising. That looks really cool. The cape flowing. I think it's a great statue. I think Marcos is right. If this went in 1/4, they'd be selling them like hotcakes.
Oh, hotcakes!
Right?
I would buy this for
shelf. And I'll tell you why is that. And that's because most collectors collect 1/4, right? Because that's the happy medium. Hey, 1/3 is amazing, but it's too big. Hey, 1/10 is awesome, but it's too small. But 1/4 is right in the middle, and that's kind of what a lot of collectors do. I think it's great. You know what, Alan? Didn't you have the Hawkman by this company before? Did you have that?
Actually, I did have the Hawkman with the bolt thing. Kept it for a short period of time, and then I sold it off.
Sold it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, was it great?
Hard to display. It was a beautiful piece. Just hard to display.
Right.
The wings. With the wings, it was just like took up too much room. But this, I just love the colors. I mean, it's just gorgeous. If this was, like you said, if this was a quarter scale piece, they'd be selling like hotcakes. But I mean, for 10 scale, I mean, I think they've done a really great job with it. And again, I just love the color combination. I think it looks awesome.
The clear resin looks really good. Clear resin looks really good on this piece. So,
Yeah, I'm same. I think that I agree, Alan. The colors are really amazing. Noah, I mean, you have some smaller pieces, I know, in your collection, but do you like this?
Yeah, man, I love it. I mean, I love Magneto. He was a great villain. I especially remember him from the Spider-Man animated series and everything. But yeah, man, that I feel like that should be Iron Studios' slogan is like, hey, imagine this in 1/4, because like everything they do is so like. But the thing is, I know with the 1/10 scales, it allows them to do a lot of kind of. Iron Studios also makes a lot of really weird decisions if you pay attention to everything they release.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes they'll even release like a Disney like Lilo and Stitch piece in 1/10, and it's like $500 or something. They just do a lot of really strange stuff. But I do wish they would stick to more of the larger scales because they are really good at it. They do have some pretty underrated pieces. Their 1/3 Harley wasn't very like people didn't really like the pictures, but when people saw it in person, it was actually really, really good. And some of their stuff can be that way. But I don't know, man. I just are there really a lot of 1/10 collectors out there? I mean, some people here and there. And I bought a few from Iron Studios, but I've also sold some of them.
Sure.
But it's just if it was at least 1/6 or 1/4, it would be a lot better.
I agree.
Yeah, still great. I mean, they have great concepts though, and the thing is, a lot of their stuff is so dynamic because it's smaller, so they don't have to worry about the weight and the engineering and everything as much. So
yeah.
So I mean, they can definitely come up with some cool concepts, but I just wish they would scale them up a bit. So
I agree. Yeah, 100%. You're saying exactly what I think most collectors are thinking right now. Mysterio's a cool character. So JWR, do you have any 1/10 or 1/6 scale?
Oh yeah, I
You do?
have a whole shelf of 1/10. I
You
have
do?
2 from Iron Studios. I have Batman the Animated Series from Iron Studios, and I also have Batman the TV show from the 1970s, the episode where they got on surfboards.
Yep, I know
Oh,
that one. Yeah.
I growing up, I watched that show, but this one episode stuck out in my mind, and I was scrolling through Big Bad Toy one day, and I saw them, and I was like instantly taken back to sitting in my grandmother's living room watching this. So I bought those just so quick. I didn't even like hesitate. But Iron Studios is a great way for somebody to get into collecting.
Oh, yeah.
With if they're being price sensitive,
Yep.
they're like, I want to try this, but I'm not sure. Because they have you can resell them because you're not putting a lot of money into them.
Yes.
So you can resell them to start getting to the 1/6 or the 1/4 collection. So I think they're a great introduction, and their pieces do look phenomenal. Like this Mysterio with the smoke, it's really good. Like if I was a Mysterio fan, I would want this in my collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point, JWR, is that this is a great entryway for people to start collecting that don't know if they want to spend, like 20 grand into a movie wall. They want to collect certain pieces. They want to go through and kind of, you know what, I'm going to dip my toe into it. I'm going to see how it goes. And then if I like it, I may sell these, get others, and just start to expand. You're right. It's a great way to start.
They also have a lot of sales. I mean, direct from their website. Yeah, they have a lot of like 50% off sales. So throughout the year sometimes. So you can get some really good deals on stuff.
Stanley was saying, he said, surprisingly, I think there is a big 1/10 scale collection base. I didn't even know that, to be honest. And if there is, great. I mean, that's awesome. It's great for people that just collect the 1/10 scale.
Yeah.
And is it for me? Not so much, but I've come to learn. Well, listen, it doesn't mean it's right or it's wrong, but I come to enjoy more stuff that's bigger and has a more realistic look to it. That's what I really love. That's what I'm into right now. But there are some comic pieces by Prime One that are unbeatable. So it all depends on what you love and what you like to get. And this is a great piece. They are just knocking home runs out of the park this week, though. They've had some major announcements. I'm going to bring up Sideshow's site here because they're all posted here. Let me just bring this up here real quick. And what was cool is some of these are 1/4. And I think the Gambit and the Indiana Jones that was announced this week are all they're both 1/4 scale. I thought those were super cool. Here's another 1/10 scale Catwoman. And I think Chris posted this week too. I was looking at it. This black and white version. It's only $85. And this is by Pure Arts. I thought it was super cool too. This is another announcement this week, but I really love the look of this. I think the base could use some work, but still, I mean, you're only paying the $85, right? So, but really cool desk piece. I thought it was awesome, and I love the comic book look of it too. Thought that was really nice. Another great piece by Pure Arts. I thought that was cool, but I did want to kind of touch on this just a little bit. Alan, I see this in your collection, man. What do you think about this?
That's a nice piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I thought $805, right?
If you can't get the J&D combo for like $4,000, this would be a good choice.
Right. I agree. how cool is that with that little proximity idol right there on the base? I thought that
Oh, I
was,
like it.
yeah, that was cool. But hands down, you are correct. The best is the it's just that dual pack by um, I mean, I'm drawing a blank here.
D&D.
Yeah, JD. Sorry, yeah, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, that's definitely one of the best ones to get. I did a review on that a while back, and it's just mind blowing how amazing they are. Just very impactful and super cool any collection. However, it's $4,000, right? So it's 4,000. So $4,000, and you get 2 statues. Man, I don't know.
It's tough. Tough one.
Yeah. And look, here we go right here, Night talking about it right now already. So, yeah. So I mean, it's just another way of look. If you don't have a whole lot of funds and you want that Indiana Jones, here's a way to go right here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Marcos, what do you think about this? You said about this week.
You guys know I'm the big J&D hater, but I do think that J&D piece actually is really good. With him and Sean Connery, his dad.
Right.
This piece, I like the dynamic pose of it though, so I do like that. Yeah. I know a lot of people got pissed off about this. Like in the comments, I looked at it, a quick glance. People like the button's not right. The color of the jacket's not right. I'm like, okay, guys, calm down.
Yeah,
easy. I would say this is about like a 8.5 out of 10, which is still good.
Right.
I don't know. I just think the pose is really cool, but that J&D piece, and like I said, I'm a big J&D hater, but that J&D piece is amazing. It's really good. So, it's tough to weigh your decision. Like which one you want to go with if you're a big Indiana fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I still think Alan's right, but it's one of the better ones. By J&D, but this piece here, if you don't have a whole lot of funds, right, and you really love the franchise,
it's what $750 I think all in.
805.
805.
Oh, 805. There we go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's great price.
805 all in. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can't say it's for me, but it's pretty cool. JWR, do you like this? Like the franchise at all?
I think it's a dynamic pose, like Marcus said. I think it is a great. If you cannot swing the $4,000, and you can go with this, I mean, you're saving $3,200 going for this one. That's a big chunk of money.
Yeah.
Now, is the portrait amazing? No, but you know who it is. Like I hate when people always say, "Oh, I wonder who this is." You know who it is. So just say the portrait's not on point as you would like, but this is Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
The whip is awesome. The base is really cool. There's a lot of bang for your buck in this piece.
Yeah, I agree.
JWR, I'm all with that with the portrait. Like people say, who is that? Who?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to J&D, they got to get it right because their whole selling market share is because they're the most realistic. That's their whole shit. And the thing is, they're cocky about like what people say. People like, oh, this is soft. Like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, okay, J&D, it looks off. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's one of the only companies I will say that they have to get damn near 95% correct on each and every piece. And Alan and Freddie and a couple of other people always say this.
Oh,
it is better in hand. Right?
I mean, these two, that's incredible.
No, this piece is one of the best pieces I've ever seen they've done. Yeah. So kudos on them. Because it requires a lot of mixed media, which they actually excel at. They do a great job on mixed media. Can we get dude, if J&D, if you're listening, can you do like a Brendan Fraser mummy? Like, come on now. Like Rick O'Connell? Let's do that, man. Let's do that. So, yeah.
Those were good movies. I will say those were good movies.
I love them, man. So that's my Indiana Jones. I'm a little bit younger than you guys, obviously, but that was my Indiana Jones was the Mummy movies with Brendan Fraser. So,
it looks like Speck.
That's Emily's favorite movie.
What's up, Noah?
I said that's Emily's favorite movie is The Mummy.
Oh,
really?
I love Emily even more. My God.
Yeah, dude. That's her favorite.
It's so good.
So let me bring this up real quick because I want to give a shout out to.
great on Iron Studios is getting that 1/4 scale for indie, so that's awesome for 1/4 collectors that want an Indiana Jones. So there we go.
I just brought this up that it is waitlisted over at Spec. Make sure you check out Cosmic Chase. I'm sorry.
Makes sense.
Comic Concepts. Make sure you check out Comic Concepts because they may have this piece also. But man, already waitlisted $4,000. I have to admit, this piece is absolutely incredible. I mean, it is.
Mhm.
I think that no, we did not. I saw your message, Noah. You can bring that up, Noah, if you like. This piece here is just the dual package together to have these. There's no doubt in my mind who this is. It's probably the most realistic version of both characters. If you're a fan of the movie, look no further. It comes with a heavy price tag, but I think you'll be very, very happy when you get there.
Mhm.
You will be. All right. So, did you bring that up, Noah, as well?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, okay, I was going to bring that up, and I have one other. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I wondered if you guys had covered this piece yet or not. I stumbled upon it today again, and I'm like, man, it's really cool. For an original concept, I really like it. Yeah.
I'm not getting it, but it, like you said, it's a really cool concept. I hope it sells well because I want like this line to keep going. It's just like every other line, but looks really cool.
I love that.
Yeah. I know some people didn't like the darker paint job to kind of force the shadows down lower on her body, but otherwise, I think it does look really good though, and the portrait's great.
And one thing I want to say, because this is Sideshow, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, great. Yeah. So Sideshow definitely prototype to in hand. They definitely have a decrease in quality, but majority of the time, I have a lot of Sideshow pieces, but the majority of the time they always are pretty close. But it is like they do definitely go down in the versus prototype rather than go up from the prototype. So
their female sculpts and paint from their portraits have been really, really good lately. Yeah.
Dude, that Batgirl is so amazing.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait.
If that was 1/3, dude, I would pay $10K for that 1/3.
It's a great piece.
Yeah, it's such a good piece.
I mean, this piece screams Alan Kiefer. It does.
That's what I think too. Yeah.
No, really, if I could find a place to have these in my collection, I definitely do it. I love these pieces.
They're awesome.
I'm not 100% sure, but it might be a Will Harbottle sculpt. He does the best female sculpts, in my opinion, over at Sideshow.
Yeah.
So, and the portrait is just, the portrait is like spot. It's just awesome.
Hey, but I always say what Alan loves is boobies and booty, baby.
Absolutely.
With boobies and booty, he's all in. He's all in.
I don't deny it.
Okay. Like, hey,
I love it. I love it.
That's hilarious. Well, we do have a couple of minutes left. I did want to make an announcement today.
Okay.
Let me bring this up here real quick. This will be our This will be our new series coming up with Godlike statues. It's going to be called PO or Let Go, and it'll be some reviews from all of us coming up. I'll be posting some videos, off of what we go through and PO this or let go. So this will be our new segment coming in Godlike statues. They'll be on YouTube, and I'll be posting those as much as possible coming up. So I look forward to that. Thank you for the new member tonight, Kimmy. I really appreciate that and the super chats we got. We will be back on Friday next week. Look for Romel, the sculptor, to be joining us very soon, along with some special guests. We are very, very close to getting the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is still mind-blowing to me. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And the 1,000 mark, we will be giving away the Sideshow Penguin, courtesy of Comic Concepts, and I will
And
see
also, Jimmy,
Go
just
ahead.
now, I'm giving away a statue to 1,000. So one of my
you. There you
statues.
go. We're gonna have a statue giveaway. What
we
is
have
what's
two giveaways, 1,000. So there we go.
Okay. So we're gonna have another statue giveaway, thank courtesy of Marcos. So that means 2 statues at 1,000 and a David Finch book signed by David Finch, art book,
There you
coming
go.
at the 1,000 subscriber mark. We will go live
Nice.
again 8 p.m. Friday Central Time. Until then, stay godlike, and I will see you then.